Thank you for joining us for our first Know Your Rights video. I have Dan Lipman here with me from Parker Lipman. He's going to be answering some questions today about personal injury, civil lawsuits, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Our first question for you is, what is a personal injury case and who might benefit from talking to a personal injury attorney?
Well, thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. A personal injury case is a civil lawsuit as opposed to a criminal lawsuit. And what that means is it's a case seeking or usually seeking money. And a personal injury case is a civil type of case where you have been hurt by no fault of your own. And by hurt, I mean either hurt physically, emotionally, or both. Who might benefit from talking to a personal injury attorney is anyone who has been injured and they think it's by the fault of someone else. We find in our practice it's really important to contact a personal injury attorney if you've been hurt by no fault of your own, to see what your rights are and to see what the law is and see if a civil lawsuit is an option for you.
What would you say a victim needs to know before calling a personal injury attorney?
Before calling a personal injury attorney, I think it's important for the injured person to write down whatever questions they have. A lot of times we get on the phone with potential clients and they have questions, but they don't remember them all, or they are afraid to ask the questions. And I think it's really important when contacting a personal injury attorney to not be afraid to ask whatever questions you want and to remember that the telephone call or meeting is completely confidential. Even if you decide not to hire the lawyer, the telephone call by law or meeting is completely confidential, and you can ask whatever questions you want, and that lawyer will not tell anybody outside of people in their law firm what the conversation was about. I think it's also important to know before calling a personal injury attorney sort of the timeline of events. It might make sense to either get clear in your mind or just jot down on a piece of paper what events happened and when, so that you can describe those to the lawyer. Because one of the things the lawyer will be listening for is whether something called the statute of limitations has run. And what that means is if you want to pursue a case, whether you're still within the legal time to do so. Some cases have a 1-year statute of limitations, some have a 2, and others have a 6. And it's important for the lawyer to know the time frame so they can analyze what claims you might have.
Thanks for sharing all of that with us, Dan. Please join us for our next video where we'll be answering some more questions about personal injury law.